the very beginning, that's been the kind of main focus of my channel. So I'm also very lucky, again, as I said before, to work with lots of incredible equine charities out there, such as World Horse Welfare, the Brook charity. So if you can, go and check out those charities because they do such amazing things and causes.
And the RDA is also the charity
Yes,
for Blenheim this year,
definitely.
which is a charity quite close to your heart, isn't it?
Yes, so I was at RDA Nationals this year, one of my favourite events to go to. The RDA, they are absolutely incredible, and I always say the best ponies and horses in the world are RDA ponies because they are so patient, so lovely, and it's an amazing, amazing charity, especially as some of the parents that I've talked to, they've said that their kids that go to RDA, there was one child and she was saying that she can't walk, but being on a horse gives her that freedom and gives her that movement, and it feels like she's walking again. So things like that, the RDA really are an incredible charity. So go and check out their stand. They are actually here at Blenheim. They have a mechanical horse that you can ride for a donation to the charity. So if you're thinking of something to do this afternoon, I would definitely recommend going and doing that.
I did actually want to ask you about your charity work as well, because every time I turn around on social media, you are doing charity work, and it's so amazing to see. But how did you get into doing that?
I think for me, like a lot of the charities I've met at events like this where they've been represented by the show or just in general. So the first charity that I actually started working with was the Brook charity, and I met them back at Olympia when Olympia was called Olympia, now it's the London International Horse Show. And I started talking to them there, and I think when I first started working with brands as well, I kind of realised, oh wow, I've got this audience and we can actually cause this change. So one of the coolest things I've done with the Brook charity is we've managed to ban the donkey skin trade, which is incredible. So lots of you guys shared this petition, signed it, and it goes to show you the actual power of social media, that we have changed laws and legislations. We've done the same with World Horse Welfare as well, for the Kept Animals Act, which helps prevent animals being smuggled out of the UK for slaughter. That law has also been changed as well, thanks to you guys. So if I do ever share a petition in the future, please sign it and please share it.
So basically, if Esme puts out a petition, just sign it. You don't have to read it. You know she's good for it. But going back to standout moments and Hinch Me moments, your fourth book.
Yes!
Yes! Is that debuting here today?
Yes! So actually, which is quite wild, the first time I've seen it in the flesh, in real life, was actually a few hours back at the Pony Bag and Horse and Rider stand. So they actually got it before me, which is kind of wild. So yes, the fourth book is officially out. I think it's the 3rd of October, but it's out now. So if you haven't got your hands on it, then go and check it out. I've had so much fun. Along with my co-author Jo, who is actually at the back, everybody, there she is, coming together and creating the Starlight Stables gang. It's been so nice to create this kind of group of friends who all come from very different backgrounds but come together with a common love of horses. And I really hope that everyone that reads this book can see how horse riding and horse sport is for everyone. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, and there's also a little bit of a mystery in all of the books as well, because you know me, I like a little bit of mystery.
Who doesn't like a bit of mystery?
Yes, but there is, a lot of the charities also that I work with, a lot of their stories are inspired also by the Starlight Stables gang, so I've had so much fun kind of coming together and creating these books. So yeah, it's really exciting to see that book 4 is in the flesh and is a real thing after so many kind of looking, just lots of back and forth, lots of trying to get things right. Yeah, it's very, very cool.
Very cool. And one final question before we move on to the audience questions, because I know there are many. If you were to give advice to someone that wanted to start out doing social media, wasn't sure about whether to take that leap or not, what would be your advice to them, and what would your advice be to a younger you, I guess?
Oh, this is a really tricky one because I feel like social media is forever changing. Like the advice I would give someone last year compared to now, I feel like would be very different. So I'm going to give a very broad kind of social media advice. And I think the thing is, do it for yourself. That's how I started. I did it because I just had so much fun doing it. That is the main thing. You've got to have fun doing it. I think a lot of people nowadays, they can see how you can create a career out of it and maybe start for different reasons. But for me, you have to have that passion because I always describe it as a marathon, not a sprint. It's one of those things that you do have to keep up if you want to do well with it. But also, nowadays, I was very, very lucky, I'm not going to lie, to start social media at a time where there really wasn't that many, or really anybody, doing equestrian content. So nowadays there's a lot more competition. I think the thing is you need to stand out, but also be original as well. There's a lot of people, they start, copy others or try and be somebody else. Be yourself, have fun, be creative and be different, I would say are my best advice. And yeah, stay true to yourself.